favorite little rest stops along the canyon. Here's another one over there. You're down by the creek there. On that little knob. What I really wanted to talk about is not rest stops, but decreasing radius turns, which seem to be especially challenging when coupled with an increase in radius. There's a few of them in this canyon. This is Left-Hand Canyon. And you got a big sweeper coming around the side. You're going, it's a pretty good steady rate of turn. And it's easy and you think you're almost out of it. And then it starts decreasing, getting tighter and tighter and tighter. More decreasing radius. And that can get some folks. And so I ain't gonna sit here and try to demonstrate and tell you about how to do it or anything. I would kind of like to leave that to some of these guys that are pretty good at, you know, talking about the specifics and showing good graphs and charts of the physics. And yeah, but it's something that needs to be aware of when you're in the canyons. Is that it may seem like it's in decreasing radius, and that's how tight it is, and it gets even tighter, or it may seem like it's an increase in radius and all of a sudden gets tighter than you expected right at the end. So stay aware, know that, deal with it. It's part of riding. Be ready. If you're riding and you always got a lean angle, braking in reserve. Usually the braking ain't gonna help you on that one, but if you got lean angle in reserve, you can usually make it. Sometimes these people come around these corners and they're on the other side of that line. So if you're trying to hug the inside of that turn and counting on it and needing to, because the radius is suddenly decreasing more and more, and they're on the outside of it because the same thing, then yeah, it could be unpretty. And so not only do you got these lines they always show, it's like they're coming out on there like these cars, they're coming on the outside of the turn and they swoop into the inside of the turn and they lean over like Eddie Van Halen or whatever the hell, and Valentino Rossi, whoever's the latest groovy dude. And yeah, they're leaning over with their head just hanging barely above that yellow line. And here comes old Joe Redneck in his truck drinking a beer, coming around there fast to that F-250's leaning over on its freaking shocks and springs, and it's leaning over to the edge of the line there. And so the thing you got to know is you might want to get used to taking those corners a little on the outside and leaving some extra room sometimes when you're going around, and be able to make the turn, going into the speed and angle that you can make that turn and not have to drift away from the inside to the outside, that you can stay on that white line or, kind of the middle of the lane and hold that turn and just get out to the edge of the white line and then cut back in. Just something to think about. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we'll see y'all later now.